The mystery of Hebrews, Paul's heart and Luke's prose. If you were to pick the most elegant Greek sentence among the 66 books of the Bible, it would definitely be the book of Hebrews. But paradoxically, because of this perfect style, the early church fell into a dilemma. It was because it was so different from the Paul style we knew. The letters of Apostle Paul were usually recorded by a scribe called an amanuensis, who wrote down Paul's words. Because the raw passion of the moment was captured, sentences often cut off or were overtaken by emotion. For example, in Galatians chapter 1, even if we, or an angel from heaven, should preach a gospel other than the one we preach to you, let them be under God's curse. Look at this. It's as if you can hear Paul pacing the room, shouting in an agitated voice, isn't it? A style where the heartbeat of a soul is felt before the grammar. This is the raw style of Paul that we know. However, Hebrews is like a well-composed symphony, where every word is precisely placed, like a sophisticated building. Let's look at an example from Hebrews chapter 1. In the past, God spoke to our ancestors through the prophets at many times and in various ways. But in these last days, he has spoken to us by his Son. The beginning and end form a perfect symmetry, a parallelism. This is not spontaneous speech, but a sentence that feels refined thousands of times by a translator. Clement, an early church father, explains this difference. The deep thoughts Paul wrote in Hebrew were meticulously translated by Luke, the greatest writer of his time. Eusebius hits the core of this debate through the words of Origen. Though the style may not be the apostles', the thoughts within it are certainly his. This is why reading Amy Peeler's work is so beneficial. To learn how intensely the believers of 2,000 years ago struggled to protect the truth within these jewel-like sentences, we are learning the passion of that struggle. Paul willingly removed his name, so it wouldn't become a seed of controversy, and instead filled it with the most beautiful language of praise. Now let's dive into the true content of this perfectly crafted Hebrews.